What started as a child entertaining everyone in his living room has now become the pioneer of dance in India and across the world. Modernizing India's dance scene and shaking a leg with the likes of Shah Rukh Khan, Kareena Kapoor and even Oprah Winfrey. I'm sure you've already guessed, it's none other than Shiamak Davar. Shiamak, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.
30 years, it's been a long journey, and I think when you started way back, there was just a handful of students. Yep. Must have been very challenging.
Yeah, it was very challenging. It was very tough. It was very, people were very, how do I say, not accepting. They didn't like what was going on. They didn't like this Western idea of dance, because they said either then do Indian dance or, but I was not really that into Indian dance so much, but I was more into the more Western kind of influence. Mummy, Daddy were very much into a lot of Western stuff. And then my sister and my grand uncle and aunt were into Hindi films, Fearless Nadia Underwali. So I used to have the opportunity of being in a movie set all the time and hearing a lot of Hindi dialogues, and though my Hindi is still very bad. Saraswati Chandra, yeah, it's a Parsi thing, but Parsi speak good Hindi actually.
What about your foray into Bollywood? It started with Dil To Pagal Hai, I'd imagine, and then you haven't looked back since. What has that experience been like?
Gauri was my student, Shah Rukh's wife, and she was very keen on me coming for dinner. I was wondering why she's saying that to me, why is she saying that to me? And Shah Rukh could always come to class and stand outside, and he said, there's a film over dinner. He said, there's a film called Dil To Pagal. I said, no, I'm not even, don't even try it. I said, it's too Western, my style, don't even try it, it'll flop in your face, your film will flop. Then he drove me crazy, and eventually I said, okay. And I did my first song, it was I think Lege Lege, and I saw it and I said, not bad. Then I went to the second song, it was Dance of Envy. And then Chak Dum Dum and all the other songs came. And
today there's so many dance classes cropping up all over. How do you manage to still have such a good name for yourself?
Well, actually, I'm happy it's happening. I'm only a little scared that I hope that they don't harm bodies, because when you teach dance, it's a very sacred thing in the sense of that you have to be very careful scientifically, how to plie, how to do things. But I'm happy that people are spreading dance, so it's okay. And I've never feared competition, because the thing is that when I was nobody, there was nobody, and now when there's everybody, I'm still somebody. So it doesn't make a difference for my work or anything. I'm very happy that it's being spread to everybody.
Shiamak, I was blown away by Selkoot, and there have been so many other phenomenal shows. What else is on the anvil now? What can we watch?
Planning to do a new show called, it's like a Yes show. It's like something about the positive part of life, because everything is so negative and so much of suffering everywhere. I'm just so fed up. And this book influenced me a lot, The Laws of the Spirit World by Mrs. Bhavnagri. So taking that positivity into the platform and pushing it out there and telling people that look, there is happiness, there is something good that's going to happen. You don't have to be so that kind of a musical I want to do, and I want to push it out there.
Any advice for someone who has 2 left feet, or
just dance? What is all this 2 left feet rubbish? I only teach people, 90% of my students are 2 left feet. So that's the whole thing.
It doesn't look it. Okay, thank you so much, Shiamak, for joining in, and all the very best. May we see more dance programs with the Shiamak Chapa, and may your motto of "Have feet will dance" spread across the world. Thanks for joining in.